What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, November 8th, 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all so much. Let's take a look at this Monday. We're going to see a moon in Capricorn. We're going to see the sun at 16 degrees. That moon is going to, today, cross over Venus and make nice sextiles to all the Scorpio energy. This is a serious, kind of energy that we start the week off. It's definitely go-getter for your deepest desires, for the boundaries you want. 16 is the degree of spirituality. It's very divine. It makes a 7. So I think that there's a very, high spiritual mission that we could be trying to achieve right now, that we could be really feeling into. It can be connected with relationships, where the great mergers are in life, where the bonds are. These are power moves. This is Scorpio and Capricorn. This is, not suppressing your emotion because we're in Scorpio season, not suppressing your shadow just for some, version of society, but really feeling everything that's showing up so that you can get this amazing divine download, that you can get this amazing divine understanding. We have Mercury and Mars here. They're coming together. This is definitely trying to give us a lot of quick change and quick action to be sort of assertive for our passions. What's the direction that we're moving? What does feel right? And if we block our emotions, I think we're blocking ourselves from really the great. What are the achievements? I mean, we almost have to be really responsible today to move higher spiritually by maybe going into shadow, maybe going into feeling deeper aspects of our life, maybe going into feeling deeper aspects within the collective and what's going on in the world. So it's heavy with the moon in Capricorn, but at the same time, it's okay, if we're responsible, if we're dedicated, if we're willing to show up for ourselves and do the work that we need to set good boundaries, to have good talks, communicate, and more importantly, understand our emotions. Because if we just put them aside right now and bypass our emotions for some physical outlet or something that's just it doesn't have the depth, we're going to miss something beautiful. So I think that's really nice energy. We are going to see the moon also square Chiron on this Monday. And, we're starting to see Mars get ready to quincunx this Chiron. There's a lot going on in Scorpio, and there's a lot going on with Chiron. And I would say emotionally we can feel pretty vulnerable. We can feel like we have to take some steps back. Maybe it is the one step back to feel that helps us achieve more, that gets the ball rolling more today. I think that there's definitely quickness to today, but it's more penetrating into what makes the deepest sense or what has the deepest connection. That's very important. We are seeing Mars 1 degree away from the square to Saturn. Mercury will meet with that Mars on Wednesday for the exact square to Saturn. So, there's going to be, big decisions and hard blocks and hard times that are, going to show up in life to kind of slow the energy down. Mercury and Mars are let's do it. Let's go. Let's change. Let's move. What is it? Boom. I love it. I don't love it. I know. So there's this good energy that's quick and assertive, but then there's also Saturn squaring it. And it's definitely a good balancing act. We got to kind of be the judge here with Saturn of our future, of the frequency. And I think, set strong boundaries. I can't stress it enough. This week is a week of boundaries. And this Monday kind of starts it off with this energy. And what does that mean for what you're looking for? I think that we can definitely be in a high achieve mode today, which is great. But if we're not really feeling it, or we're just being forced to do things, it could, with the moon square Chiron, But the moon will also make a really nice trine over to Uranus in Taurus. So again, it's if we're dedicating for the unconventional, if we're doing something for the future that makes the most sense, that is grounding us in our feelings while simultaneously letting us detach a little bit from our feelings, which is kind of counterintuitive to what I just said, but you know what? I like it because we do have to feel intensely and deeply. But once we get the feeling, or once we have the feeling understood, we can take things higher and really dedicate with this energy. So I do like it, but we can't just not, feel. We can't just not get Like, what is your emotion telling you? What's the gut impulse? That's going to be the most driven thing, which could also be the most sensitive thing with a moon square Chiron as well. But overall, I like the way this week starts with Monday. I think it sets us up with a lot of quickness, with simultaneously slowing us down so that we can double check ourselves and make sure that we're making great decisions in our personal life for a future, for the uniqueness to ourselves, and not just going with the herd, not just there's a little bit of detachment from the herd so that we can dedicate to our depth, our desires, make smart decisions, and not just erratic decisions, or not just like too quick. Mars Mercury can be quick, but it's in Scorpio, so there's something about, gosh, if you know you love it, if you know you want it and you're passionate about it, if you start putting the steps in place, if you put the work in with Saturn too, there can be a great payout. So a lot of discernment today, I think, around what we are trying to build and achieve in life, because if it's not bringing that great passion and connection, what are we doing? And two, if it is, how can we do it more or do it better? And maybe that's where this Monday can kind of get us started with getting the ball rolling. Sending you all my best as always. Hope you have a great day. Check out the weekly. I talked a lot about the concert that happened, but I think this week has amazing magic to it. So I like how this starts off, trying to give us some of that divine magic and have us set great spiritual boundaries so that we can achieve at the highest of levels for that magic, but it's special to you and it's unique. And I think this week we figure a lot of that out. Six of Swords reversed. Are we going to be too worried to like get in the boat and go to the other side? Because the other side might have the greatness, but there's this moon in Capricorn where we can kind of restrict ourselves from nice things or feel like are we good enough for that? Like, yeah, you're good enough for that. The moon's making good aspects today. It's only gonna square Chiron. So it's our own ego and our own doubt in ourselves that would be holding us back from whatever this other side is, whatever, the divine is trying to pull you towards, or even what Saturn's showing up with this square to Mars and Mercury. Yeah, we should question things. But once we have the answer and the depth that we're looking for, there's also something about making that change and having that shift without being scared or, yeah, we might not know outcomes right now, but there's something about the experience, and there's something about, the belief and the assumption that a change could, a small change could really make a huge difference. And maybe there's something amazing out there, and maybe God's trying to sail you away into that. But if we're just going to obsess over things that, aren't bringing us the curiosity and the excitement that we're looking for, and they're just kind of entrapping us with the moon in Capricorn, we're not going to feel good today. So be open today, but also pay attention. So it's discerning, but open. And once you get it, is the door open for you to penetrate through it? Or is it completely just welded shut? And that's where your spiritual discernment and your feeling will help you get through it today. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I will see you mañana. Peace.